Filipino tennis star Alex Eala is expected to compete first in the Strasbourg Open in France this weekend. The 20-year-old Filipino tennis sensation enters the tournament fresh off an impressive round of 32 finish at the Italian Open, where she pushed world number 2 Elena Rybakina
to this Australian Open in a way that I haven't really seen any player do before. Certainly not someone as new on the scene, so making their turn.
Here's a cleaner, more powerful rear right with a dramatic, natural sports commentary feel. Less repetitive, more polished, more emotional. Ladies and gentlemen, tennis fans across the Philippines, across Asia, and around the world, buckle up, because something extraordinary is unfolding in the French city of Strasbourg right now. One of the most respected figures in European tennis, tournament director Denis Naegelen, has rolled out the red carpet in a way rarely seen before. And the reason? A rising 20-year-old Filipina star who is rapidly becoming one of the most talked about names in tennis, Alexandra Alex Eala. But make no mistake, this is far more than just another player arriving for a warm-up tournament before Roland Garros. This feels bigger. This feels like a turning point. This feels like history beginning to write itself. Before we dive deeper into Alex Eala's growing impact, let's pause for a moment and understand just how meaningful this welcome truly is. Denis Naegelen is not just any tournament director. He is deeply woven into the identity of the Strasbourg Open itself. A former professional player from France's Alsace region, Naegelen has clay court tennis in his DNA. In 2009, when the tournament faced uncertainty and risked leaving Strasbourg altogether, he stepped in and helped save it through his company, Quarterback. He preserved its place in France, protected its future in Strasbourg, and helped transform it into one of the premier WTA 500 events on the calendar, a prestigious stop before the intensity of Roland Garros begins. For years, Naegelen has welcomed some of the biggest stars and champions in women's tennis. The courts, set in the shadow of the European Parliament, have witnessed unforgettable moments, elite competition, and legendary performances. Yet now, even a veteran like Naegelen is openly acknowledging the excitement surrounding Alex Eala. And that says something. Because when someone who has spent decades around world-class tennis recognizes a different kind of energy, people pay attention. What Alex brings to Strasbourg is something rare, a wave of passion, curiosity, and global support that feels impossible to ignore. The buzz, the anticipation, the growing international spotlight. This isn't just local excitement anymore. It stretches from the Philippines to Europe, across Asia, and throughout the global tennis community. And according to many around the tournament, Strasbourg may have never experienced quite this kind of electricity before. Because Alex Eala isn't simply arriving at a tournament. She's arriving as a movement.
Luckily, I'm fortunate enough to have reached that level where everyone is a fighter. The level is so close. I mean, this year I've done AO.
Here's a stronger, smoother rear right with a more natural, high-energy sports documentary feel. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Or maybe, in Alex Eala's case, the golden eagle soaring above it all. Because Alex Eala doesn't just arrive at a tournament carrying a tennis racket. She arrives with an entire movement behind her. We're talking about the Filipino fan base, arguably one of the most passionate, loyal, and emotionally invested sports communities anywhere in the world. These are fans who stay awake until 3 o'clock in the morning just to watch a single match. Fans who flood comment sections, dominate trending pages, and transform every Alex Eala appearance into a national event back home in the Philippines. When Alex steps onto a tennis court, an entire nation seems to stop and hold its breath. And now, that attention has shifted towards Strasbourg. People who may have never even heard of the Strasbourg Open just days ago are suddenly searching for it, streaming it, following updates, and treating this WTA 500 event with the same excitement usually reserved for a Grand Slam. The numbers tell the story. The online buzz tells the story. The global attention tells the story. Strasbourg is experiencing a spotlight unlike anything it has seen before, and much of that energy is tied to one name, Alex Eala. For a WTA 500 tournament, this level of international visibility is rare. This is the Eala effect. And tournament director Denis Naegelen understands it. The entire Strasbourg organization understands it. That's exactly why this year's welcome feels different. Bigger, warmer, more electric than ever before. But now, let's talk about the tennis itself, because this is where things become truly fascinating. At just 20 years old, Alex Eala has already established herself as one of the most exciting young players on the WTA Tour. She has climbed into the world's top 40, proving that her rise is no longer just potential, it is becoming reality. And her story makes this moment even more compelling. Alex is a graduate of the famed Rafa Nadal Academy, where she trained on the clay courts of Mallorca under the same system that helped shape one of the greatest clay court players the sport has ever seen, Rafael Nadal. But professional clay court tennis? That is a completely different challenge. Earlier this season, Eala battled through tournaments in places like Linz, Stuttgart, and Madrid, slowly adjusting to the demands of the surface, learning, adapting, and growing with every match. Then came Rome. At the prestigious Italian Open, Alex produced one of the strongest clay court performances of her young career, reaching the third round and defeating elite opponents before eventually falling to world number 2 Elena Rybakina. But even in defeat, the message was impossible to ignore. Alex Eala belongs at this level. This was not luck. This was not a one-off moment. This was a young star announcing to the tennis world that clay is beginning to feel like home. As Alex herself recently explained, she is still building her relationship with the surface, learning what it means to compete on clay at the highest professional level. And that is what makes Strasbourg so important. This is only the 5th clay court event of her professional career. Just 5 tournaments. She is still writing the opening chapters of her clay court journey. And Strasbourg, sitting just before the intensity and pressure of Roland Garros, feels like the final classroom before the biggest examination of her career begins.
In general, I'm a better player this year now at this moment than I was last year. So I'm really confident with that. I've had some struggles on clay before, but I've also had some really great matches. So I'm really excited to see, there's a couple tournaments left. So I'm really excited.
Here's a polished, more powerful rewrite with a natural YouTube sports documentary flow, stronger emotion, smoother transitions, and less repetition. What makes the Strasbourg Open so strategically important for Alex Eala right now? Timing. Perfect timing. The tournament runs from May 17th to May 23rd. Then, just 1 week later, the biggest clay court event in the world begins, the French Open at Roland Garros on May 24th. 7 days. That is all that separates Strasbourg from Paris. And that matters, because when it comes to preparation, there may be no better final test. The clay, the weather, the atmosphere, the European conditions. Everything about Strasbourg feels like a preview of what awaits at Roland Garros. Every match Alex Eala plays here is essentially a full dress rehearsal for the biggest stage of her clay court career. And here's the part that should make Filipino fans incredibly proud. Alex has already secured direct entry into the main draw at French Open. No qualifying rounds, no wild card invitation, no lucky break entry. She earned her place. That speaks volumes about where she now stands in the tennis world. At just 20 years old, she has climbed high enough in the rankings to walk into one of the sport's biggest stages on merit alone. But securing a spot and succeeding under Grand Slam pressure are 2 very different challenges. Roland Garros demands experience, patience, mental toughness, and perhaps most importantly, match rhythm. That's why Strasbourg matters so much. Every forehand Alex unloads on these courts, every defensive rally she survives, every pressure point, every tiebreak, every adjustment to the clay, it all becomes preparation. It all becomes experience. It all goes into the bank before Paris. Because right now, Strasbourg is not just a warm-up tournament for Alex Eala. It may be the final key that unlocks her best chance at Roland Garros. And make no mistake, this field is stacked. Players like Madison Keys, Leylah Fernandez, Emma Raducanu, Maria Sakkari, Emma Navarro, and Ekaterina Alexandrova bring serious firepower. This is not an easy draw. There are no free matches. These are proven competitors, many of them using Strasbourg as their own final proving ground before Paris. Which means every match Alex plays will challenge her, push her, test her, and sharpen her for what comes next. And somehow, right in the middle of all this pressure stands Alex Eala. 20 years old, top 40 in the world, still early in her clay court development, yet carrying the hopes of an entire nation every time she steps on court. More than 110 million Filipinos watching. Fans staying awake through impossible time zones. Fans trending her name online with relentless passion. Fans who have helped put Strasbourg on the global radar simply by showing up and supporting one of their own. And after more than 15 years of running this tournament, Denis Naegelen has seen stars come and go. Champions rise. Trophies lifted beneath the skyline near the European Parliament. But moments like this, they don't happen often. Because Alex Eala isn't just another player entering a tournament. She is bringing global attention with her. She is bringing energy. She is bringing a nation. And Strasbourg is feeling it. The Philippines is watching. The tennis world is watching. And Alex Eala? She may only be getting started. So don't miss a moment. Don't look away. Because this journey from Strasbourg to Roland Garros could become one of the defining stories of the season. Mabuhay, Alex Eala. Go make history. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Alex is ready for a deep run at Roland Garros this year? Has her clay court game improved enough after stops in Stuttgart, Madrid, Rome, and Strasbourg to challenge the very best on the biggest stage? And what about Strasbourg itself? Is this a tournament she can actually win? Or is the real goal simply building rhythm, confidence, and momentum before Paris? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And for all the Filipino fans watching around the world, where are you tuning in from? Tell us your city, your country, and your time zone. Because one thing has become very clear, the Alex Eala movement is global. And one final question. Do you think the spotlight Alex is bringing to tournaments like Strasbourg is changing how the world views Filipino athletes forever? Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, and join the community because Alex Eala's story is still being written and we'll be here for every single chapter.